Hey everybody, friends, family, new friends. How are you? How are you doing? I'm great, thanks. Thank you for asking. I want to give a special shout out tonight to the guys at the mill in Nelsonville, BC. Shout out to you. This could be a bit like a Toolbox Talk, if you wish, of sorts. It's not going to supplement. Well, it'll supplement, but it won't replace what you're going to get at the start of your shift. On with it. Also, a special shout out to my longtime friend of almost 38 years, Mark. It's always great to talk to you, bud. So tonight, I want to talk about providing. I want to talk about providing from the point of view of a man and what that feels like, how it's affected me, what that looks like to you, possibly, and what it can look like to you if you want to improve it. So let's start. Provision. It's something that is within us. It's an innate thing. In us men, we need to be needed. It's something that we get our validation from. And some of you are out there would argue, well, I don't need to be needed. I don't need that sort of validation. Trust me on this one. As men, that's something that we treasure. And that if you're not in alignment with that, you're not really connected to what really goes where when that happens. What does that mean? From my point of view, I feel most respected when I'm needed. And that is just how I'm hardwired. But it also helps me determine my place and my role within my family, within society, and where I am. Some of you might argue that too. Here's where I want to go with all of this. I want to go here. Health. As a safety person for more than 16 years. Yeah, about that. There's something that we don't talk about enough as safety personnel, and that is your health. It's built into our name somehow, our profession, but we don't ever go there because it's like talking about religion, so people don't broach it. But here's the thing. No health, no wealth, guys. No health, no wealth. If you are out there providing for your family and for yourself, but you're not taking care of yourself, you're eroding the foundation under your feet. You're eroding it away. Here's why. You're not taking care of yourself. You're out there at that vending machine, or you're running down the street to the convenience store buying a bag of chips and pop for lunch. Or you know what? That old hot dog at the 7-Eleven might do. It's been rolling on that roller for about a day or so, but it's still good, right? Come on. Let's think about this. If you are not taking care of yourself, listening to your body, thinking about the things that you eat, but you're there at work or you are providing for your family, you're not providing for yourself though. Why aren't you putting you first? Because it has something to do with how you feel in society, how you show up. You don't feel worthy. You don't show up for yourself. And this is not a shaming thing, because when I first became 15 years ago a health and safety consultant, an advisor, a manager, especially for my Canadian and US offices when I became the manager for North America. Something that some of the district offices would do, they would come in every morning, but they would come in with Hardee's, or they would come in with Jack in the Box. And they would come in with, it was nice to have these breakfasts and these sandwiches, but it wasn't real food. And it wasn't really healthy. So, yeah, it was great for morale. But at the level which people need, they need something healthy too. But not even that. It's your well-being. It starts with you, first part of your day. And you got to etch that out. You got to carve out that piece of time. And it could be 3 minutes, work it to 6, and then eventually get to an hour. Do your burpees, do your squats, do your push-ups, do your jumping jacks, sit there in a crab stretch, do some stretches while you're there, have that great shower, go 10, 15 minutes. Why? Because it's for you. If you don't prove to yourself that you matter, what matters? But you got to prove to yourself that you matter by taking the first part of your day, the very first part of your day. Don't give it to somebody else. Don't wake up and make coffee for everybody in the family. I'm sure it's only you and your spouse anyway, right? Or maybe you have a roommate. But do for you first. Prove to yourself that you exist. Prove to yourself that you love yourself. If you love yourself first, by doing these things, you will fill your cup first. And what that does, it fills up your heart. It enables you to be able to support other people. It overfloweth. You are able to give because you've given yourself first. So you've proven to yourself you become the first template of your day. And when you do that every day consistently, you begin to build a template for yourself, and that it becomes one that you get to show other people because you're using the same template on yourself, and you use that for other people. You get it? You feel me? So let's etch this out. Let's go right back to where I was talking earlier. You start for you every day. You carve out that time for you. You start with you first because you are number one and you are first, not number two. You prove to yourself that you are worthy of it. And when you do that, you quell the resentment that builds inside of you because you're no longer doing the passive aggressive slights at work. You're no longer doing it at home. And then you become the person that you want to become, right? You become the man you want to become. Or the woman. You could be watching that too. You could be watching me as well with your husband. And that's okay. It's so important you do this, guys, because this is your health and well-being. You are your own doctor. You got to take care of your health because no one else is going to do it for you. No one else is going to come close to what you can do for yourself. When I did the 15, 16 years plus of my career, when I first started out, I would give and give and give. And I needed to embody the entire thing, health, safety, and environmental. And I did that. I became a marathon runner. I started eating really good food. I eat clean food, clean raw food. Vegetarian for 6+ years. Even up north where it's all steaks and fried foods and stuff. Lobster tails if you're in a good camp. But what I didn't do was I didn't carve out the first part of my day for me. So at the end of it, I was tired. At the end of it, I didn't want to talk to anybody because I was trying to fortify the energy that I had given out. I was trying to fortify it for myself. So if I had to give any more energy away to somebody else, like a friend who would call me, or my wife, or my daughter at the time, it was tough because I couldn't do it for myself. So how could I expend any more money, how could I expend any more energy doing that? Because I couldn't do it for myself. But no one showed me how to do that. They just gave me a compass, expected me to use it. Eventually, I learned how to use the compass. The compass is the tools. The compass is the know-how to be able to observe yourself, to be able to do that. So, this is your Toolbox Talk for today. Look after your health. Your health is wealth. No one's going to do it for you. You are. And you're going to start tomorrow, next shift, first part of your day, the first 5 minutes when you get out of bed and you put your feet on the floor, they're going to be for you. And you're going to start in a crab stretch. Do like a bridge. Oh my God, Jesse, I can't do it because my hips and my back and my knees. Stop making excuses for yourself. You know you got to do this. Do it for you. This is for you. Breathe through it. Do your jumping jacks. Do your stretches. Take 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes and do 3 days in a row. And then add 2 to 5 more minutes after that. You got 15 minutes. Woo! You're sail, baby. Woo! Day 4. You're going on days off, but don't stop there. Don't quit there. On your days off, you're going to be doing the same thing every morning, getting up at the same time. I don't care if you're doing night shift either. You got to do this for you. You got to cycle those hormones. You got to cycle that big T in there. You know what I'm talking about, testosterone. This is proper hormone cycling. This helps you. These things help you. I think you're getting my point. So breathe. Breathe. You got to look after you. You got to provide for you so that you can provide for your family. You got to provide for you so you can provide for your family and so that you can provide to your coworkers. If you don't provide for you first, then how the hell do you know how to provide for the rest of the world? You don't. Because you don't do it well enough for you. Again, not shaming, because I've done it. I haven't done it well for myself, and I have only begun to do it much better. Remember, perfect, but I'm getting perfecter. You get better at this stuff as you do it. You can't expect to be able to do it perfect all at once. Quotations. That sounds a little bit like contradicting myself there. You can't expect to have everything that you want to do all at once, but you learn how to do it. So perfect gets perfecter. Okay, there. I'm out of my contradiction now. You got to be able to provide for you so that you can provide for your family. I'm going over this again because I want you to hear this message loud and clear. You matter. I am powerful. I create my reality. I am a powerful man. I am a powerful woman. I am are the two most powerful words in this entire world. I am a handsome man. I am an industrious man. I wake up every morning happy. Start telling your subconscious this. This is what you are going to run on as fuel from here on in out. This will be your fuel. Feed your subconscious the good words. Start spelling. They call it spelling because every word is a spell. Start placing good spells on yourself. Manifest the life that you want. And when you show up tomorrow, don't you dare say living the dream. How you doing? No, I'm living the dream. You better be living the dream that you want to live. Otherwise, it's not worth living, is it? Caught you. You say that every day, don't you? I did. I don't like that anymore. I don't use it because that's such a sarcastic way of being passive aggressive because it feels like a betrayal to yourself. I am forced here to provide for my family against my own will because I can't afford the time. You can afford the time, trust me, to take care of myself first. That's what this all is, man. Well, I love all you guys. I appreciate the feedback that you've been giving me. It's been the fuel to my fire. It's helped me understand how good these videos are. And I've gotten real good feedback about how this pumps you up. I want to jack you up. I want to make you feel good. I want you to succeed. I want you to see the things that I see, that I feel. I want you to feel just as good as I do. I want you to be pain-free. But I want you to be shouting at the rooftops because you feel just as good as you'll ever feel. Folks, my name is Jesse. I'm signing off. My message is clear. You matter, especially you working night shift. You matter. Day shift, night shift, you matter. Put yourself first, put yourself in the driver's seat. I got you. Provide for you so you can provide for your family, so you can provide for your coworkers. I'm done. Let's do this.